Don't get me wrong, I love ranked matches. They're my favorite online game mode, and it should have been in the game at launch, but the way they did it in Bleach Rebirth of Souls kinda missed the mark for me. I've reached the max rank with Kenpachi, and if you didn't know, every point interval has a rank assigned to it. You start as a 10th seat at 0 points and start ranking up quick every 100 or 200 points. When you reach 2500, you hit Lieutenant, 3500 is Captain, and finally, the max rank is Head Captain at 5000 points. After that, you're just playing for your placement in the ranked leaderboard. And through my journey, I noticed a lot of issues with ranked, with the way it's built. Now, most of these issues can still be fixed in the future, which is why I'm making this video. This is constructive feedback to bring everyone a better experience. But I also wonder if it's too late. Ranked matches have arrived in the game a whole 2.5 months after release. There was a balance patch 2 weeks after launch, but then it's been 2 months of silence. And yes, they did release a DLC character and a big balance patch as well, but these 2 months of silence were a big issue. And naturally, the player base got tired of waiting and started dying down. I say that because even though ranked matches have barely been here for 2 weeks, I'm already having trouble finding opponents on PlayStation, with some of my queues taking upwards of 10 minutes to find someone. And I'm not the only one with this issue. And I know you guys are thinking it's because I'm too good at the game. Higher ranks are gonna find less matches, and you weren't thinking that? Well, good, because my rank has nothing to do with it. The game will match me against the player ranked 6000 on the leaderboard, and then feed me rank number 5 the very next game. My rank does not matter here. And the solution to this is simple. Make the game feel more alive with regular updates. Instead of saving it all for one big update after 2 months of silence, I mean, no one asked for DLC, ranked, and a balance patch all at the same time. I mean, just space them out. Release the patch in 1 month, ranked in another, and then the DLC character, or whatever order you decide. And if that's not possible, you can still keep the community happy by simply communicating. Let the fans know when they can expect updates, because the silence is what leads to folks giving up on the game. They have nothing to look forward to. Why would they stay? It might be too late to bring back the players that already left, but it's not too late to save the 5000 or so still playing the game actively. This is the number I got from watching ranked leaderboards. And you can keep those players in if you just do a better job of setting expectations for future DLC and patches. Let us know when to expect them, even if you can't say exactly what those updates are going to be. But timing wasn't my only issue. The ranked system itself also has a lot of problems for me, and they can all be patched out. So let's maybe start with the biggest disappointment I had, which was I reached max rank in a day. I'm not trying to brag about it. I think many people have actually done the same. There are many reasons why reaching the max rank in Bleach is kinda easy. The first one is actually a positive for me, and that's winning streaks. If you win a lot of matches in a row, this game starts giving you an insane amount of points with each win. I think it caps at 350 points per win, but when the max rank is at 5000 points, you can see how you can reach that goal kinda quick. Win streaks on their own are very good in my opinion. If a player keeps getting consecutive wins, that means their rank is not accurate to their skill. The win streak bonus helps us get to that accurate place faster. On their own, I love win streaks, but when they're combined with infinite rematches, they're a problem. I'm not a fan of infinite rematches when it comes to ranked game modes. Some communities will agree with this statement, others will disagree. For instance, I think Tekken folks actually love infinite rematches, but I don't. Coming from Dragon Ball FighterZ, the day they made infinite rematches a thing was the day they ruined their own ranked system. By the time they backtracked, it was too late. Infinite rematches means finding a high-ranked player means nothing about their skill. It's completely random. Because they either beat a lot of players to get this far, meaning they might be good, or they beat one guy that just kept rematching despite losing. Ranked is almost never a 100% accurate depiction of your skill as a player, but sometimes it can give you an idea, a ballpark of how much they've played. Once you introduce infinite rematches, that's just completely lost. And the third issue is point loss is kind of minimal. The amount of points that you lose per match is like a third of what you win in a single game. I think at the start you don't even lose points, and that's fine to encourage beginners, but before reaching the 5000 points, to actually rank down, you would need to lose 3 games to make up for a single victory. That means you can reach the max rank by losing more games than winning, literally. Or so I've been told. I've never lost a game, so I don't know. This makes this mode more of a grind and less of a ranked game mode. If you fight someone of the same rank and you lose, you should go down in rank, period. This whole system is built for you to rank up regardless of player skill. In fact, after you reach 5000, my friend lost a match, and they didn't even lose any points. Like the game is protecting you from losing max rank. Someone stole my username, don't look at that. And I know what you're thinking, Globku, of course it's too easy for you. You're too good of a player. And to that I say, nah, I'm not that special. Oh, you already knew I'm not that special. Oh, okay. I looked around and almost 1,000 players on PlayStation have over 5,000 points. 1,000 may not sound like a lot of players, but in total, Bleach Ranked on PlayStation only has 7,700 players, a lot of which are probably inactive because you don't even lose points as a 10th seed. There's no shot there are thousands of players just over here losing over and over with 0 points. That's why I'm saying the active player base is probably closer to 5,000, but even if we count all of those 7,700 players, that means 11% of the player base is max rank, in only 2 weeks after Ranked has been launched. It feels to me like they underestimated the player base a little bit and made it too easy to reach this max rank. And after reaching it, I did feel like my motivation is just not as strong as it was before. Climbing the leaderboard is fine, but it feels like the game itself isn't rewarding me anymore after hitting head captain. Which, by the way, the game doesn't even tell you when you reach a new rank. You only see your points going up after each match, but you don't see what rank you have become, which is such a big missed opportunity. Having a nice rank up animation every time you hit one of these thresholds would make ranking up a lot more satisfying, or simply would give people a goal to strive for. Like, I am going for Lieutenant, like my favorite Bleach character, Renji. There's no way this person is real. Ranking up into a random higher number, it's tougher to set an objective, especially when those numbers are infinite. You can just keep ranking up forever. And you actually never know what rank you are until you check the leaderboard or join a private lobby. Now, after reaching max rank, I still kept playing matches to the point that I'm now in the top 5% of the leaderboard, all with Kenpachi, by the way. And I would honestly keep playing it if it wasn't for those long queues. But I won't lie, I'm not as motivated anymore. I'm head captain. That's the max rank. I feel like I beat the game. GG. See you next season. And while we're talking about the leaderboard, I love that they've made character-specific leaderboards. That's awesome, but browsing this is a pain. It loads every time you flip a page, and you can't even go to your character directly. Like, who is using this? And if this feedback has been useful, if you are actually considering making some changes, please change the matchmaking filters too. I don't know what good or great connection means. Is 3 bars a good connection, or is it 4 bars? Also, why does it feel like these filters just don't work? Because every time I enable them, I can't find any matches. But as soon as I turn them off, boop, here's a green bar match. Like, what? Also, if I'm being picky, I'd love to see a Wi-Fi indicator in there as well, but I know I'm fighting a losing battle here. And it would also be nice to change character mid-set. Let's say I play the first game, I lose, and it's a bad matchup. I'm gonna have a tough time rematching. As a Kenpachi main, every time I'm up against a zoner, it's a big struggle for me. I still beat them, but it's hard, man. So to summarize, disable infinite rematches. Ideally, it would be a first to 2 or first to 3. Increase the loss penalty. This should be a ranked game mode, not a grinding game mode. Add more ranks, giving us more goals to strive for. Show a rank up animation whenever we reach one of those ranks. Make the filters more obvious, but most importantly, communicate with your player base, letting them know you're working on stuff and when they can expect updates. But I want to close this video with some positives, some things that I actually love about this ranked system. Some of them are basic, but anime games often miss the basic things. First of all, rage quit penalties. I am taking their word for it here, but since day one, they are penalizing rage quitters. I love that they've set the ranked matches timer to 300. It shows that they are following community tournaments and how players actually prefer to play this game. The timer was actually a lot shorter before. I love that you cannot see who your opponent is before accepting a match. You can only see their connection. This makes it so players cannot dodge specific opponents. They gotta make the decision based on the network conditions alone. That's incredible. And finally, and this is kind of rare for anime games, seasonal resets. I love it when ranked game modes reset their ranks after every season, especially if it comes with some rewards. It gives the player base a reason to come back every season and play ranked again and again, instead of just playing it at launch and then sitting at the top of the leaderboard without having to play ever again. But that's how I think Bleach Ranked could improve in the next season. Let me know if you agree in the comments down below, or if you have a completely different perspective altogether. And for more Bleach, check out the first DLC character review right here. Thanks for watching. Boy.